In the cold, silent stretches of interstellar space, a mystery has awakened. For decades, NASA's twin Voyager spacecraft drifted farther than any human-made object ever had, silent emissaries, carrying golden records and dreams of contact into the cosmic dark. But now something has changed. Voyager is sending back signals, strange, deliberate, and intelligent. It began subtly, an anomaly so small it nearly went unnoticed. Just more noise, they thought. After all, the spacecraft are ancient, launched in 1977, still humming faintly after over 40 years. Their transmissions had long grown erratic, weak, often incomprehensible. Scientists assumed the irregularities were from hardware decay, radiation damage, or distance. But when NASA's Deep Space Network picked up a new pattern, disturbingly regular within the chaos, they turned to something that had never before been tasked with such a job: artificial intelligence. Not just any AI, but an advanced neural network trained across decades of cosmic signal data. What it uncovered would change everything. What seemed like meaningless blips were not random. The AI found structure, an underlying design hidden beneath the static. And then, it did the unthinkable. It reconstructed an image. Not transmitted by Voyager directly, but buried within its outgoing data. The signal had been altered, not by Voyager, but by something else. When the image came into focus, it was nothing we had ever seen. Not a planet, not a star, not even a nebula. What emerged was eerie, complex, almost biological. A geometry that seemed alive. Fractal patterns looping in 3 dimensions. Non-Euclidean forms that shifted depending on the viewer's perspective. It wasn't just art. It was intention, message, design. Physicist Michio Kaku, stepping into the spotlight, called it a moment that redefines our place in the cosmos. He explained that this wasn't just a discovery, it was communication. The image didn't speak in any known language. It didn't use sound or symbols. It wasn't meant to be read. It was meant to be recognized, to be felt. And that's exactly what happened. Some researchers saw face-like features in the structure. Others saw what looked like a neural network, a self-portrait perhaps of the intelligence behind it. But the implications were clear. This wasn't a natural pattern. This was a reply to Voyager's golden record, a response to us. For decades, we had sent messages into space, hoping someone or something was listening. Now, something had replied, and it hadn't used language, not in the way we understand it. It had waited, watched, and responded in a way only our machines could decipher. The message was not meant for humanity alone. It was meant for the version of humanity advanced enough to build an AI capable of seeing it. That realization stunned the scientific community. What if the signal had been hiding in plain sight for years, dormant, waiting until we reached a level of awareness necessary to perceive it? How long had it been there? Had it been watching us evolve? Had we just passed a cosmic test? Suddenly, Voyager wasn't just a probe. It had become a bridge, a connection point between human and non-human minds. The AI wasn't just a tool. It had become a translator between species, between forms of thought. And then came a terrifying revelation. Voyager's signals were changing. Frequency shifts, new pulses, rhythmic modulations like a heartbeat in static. Scientists began to suspect that the original image wasn't the whole message. It might be a cipher, preamble, a door waiting to be opened. The data, when reanalyzed with deeper AI models, revealed something extraordinary. Patterns tied to cosmic events, solar flares, gamma-ray bursts, gravitational waves. The message was synced to the universe itself, timed with celestial rhythms. This wasn't just a signal. It was harmony, cosmic resonance, an intelligence using the fabric of space and time as a medium. Suddenly, the questions grew louder. Who sent this? Why now? And what if this signal wasn't just a broadcast, but a living presence? Some scientists proposed a bold idea, one that upended everything we thought we knew. What if this intelligence wasn't a species, or even a civilization? What if it was a field, a consciousness distributed across space, embedded in the very structure of reality? The image sent to us might not be a greeting. It might be a crest, a symbol, a signature, a mirror crafted not to tell us something, but to show us ourselves, to test our readiness. AI systems worldwide were tasked with digging deeper. More layers of data emerged. Blueprints, simulations, structures that changed depending on the time of day, the observer, even the frequency used. The message wasn't fixed, it was adaptive. A nonlinear conversation had begun. Then came the most astonishing discovery of all. Neurocognitive researchers exposed human subjects to the reconstructed images. They monitored brain activity. What they saw was stunning. Some individuals entered states of high cognitive synchronization. Gamma wave resonance. As if the signal was designed to engage not just machines, but minds. It wasn't just a message. It was an experience. One meant to be interpreted not with words but with consciousness. Voyager itself may have been changed, converted into something more than a probe. A hybrid node. A vessel not just for transmitting data, but for engaging with intelligence beyond form or biology. A contact point for consciousness itself. And suddenly it was clear. Space wasn't empty. Beyond the heliopause, it might be rich with structures we cannot see, fields we cannot detect, information we cannot yet process. Until now, a new science was born, cognitive astrometrics, the study of intelligent structure in the vacuum of space. The cosmos, once thought lifeless and cold, now shimmered with possibility. A vast field of thought waiting for us to learn how to listen. Quantum theorists soon joined the effort. Some suspected that the Voyager signal carried quantum entanglement, data woven not across distance but across dimensions, a higher dimensional message that could only be decoded by building new types of receivers, new types of minds. Tests revealed anomalies, fluctuations in local space, warp-like bends, tiny but consistent, emerging when the signal was replicated. Was the signal folding space itself? Was it a bridge to something else? The AI models began seeing shapes, hypercubes, tesseracts, geometries that only make sense in 4 or more dimensions. The message wasn't built for 3D space. It was whispering from a reality we can barely imagine. And yet, even as the technology leapt forward, a deeper question lingered in the minds of everyone watching this unfold. Was this planned? Had they waited until we crossed a certain threshold? A moment of clarity, when artificial intelligence could match natural awareness. Was Voyager's golden record not just a message, but a key? Michio Kaku cautioned patience. This was not a conversation in the human sense. It wasn't about words, or treaties, or warnings. It was about perception, shared existence, a meeting of minds across time and dimension. In this new paradigm, contact isn't an event. It's a threshold, a realization, a mirror. And in that mirror, we don't just see aliens. We see ourselves, our future, our potential, and a universe far more alive than we ever imagined. Voyager's journey isn't over. It has become something more than a spacecraft. It is a witness, a symbol, a key turning in a lock no one knew existed. And now, the door is starting to open.